Hello and welcome to Radio Free Multiverse. I'm Fluval, Grand Trivia Master of the Grand Aquarium Empire, and welcome to our special episode broadcast live from Camp Crystal Lake. With me, as always, is the lake's namesake, Intern Kristie.
Hi, hello everyone. It's Intern
Hello.
Kristie. I'm Intern Kristie. We're at Camp KRISTIE Lake, Fluval. We're
That's
at Camp
right.
KRISTIE Lake, the summer camp I made for late siege capitalism who will survive summer camp in October edition.
And
I'm
speaking
so
of summer
excited.
camp in October and
Yes.
capitalism, go to alice.deals to get your own Camp KRISTIE Lake shirt and stylish Fluval mug. But if you eat or drink food or other matter out of this mug, I will know. I will find you and I will make you pay. I swear I will. I'll make you all pay.
Ooh, is Studio Cat at Camp 2? We always have a Studio Cat
There's
on
always a
hand.
Studio Cat somewhere.
Otherwise, none of this would have functioned.
Especially with a field piece. You better believe we have a studio cat here.
Yeah, of course you matter consumed and now you're suffering.
That's what always
suffering.
happens.
And that suffering is not our intellectual property, and so I fully disapprove. I disapprove.
I do too. But speaking of suffering that is our intellectual property, you should go.
Potatoes.
Yes.
Boil them, mash them, stick them in a stew.
That's
But
not what
don't
I was
matter
going to
consumed.
say. I was going to say you should go to kahoot.it or use the Kahoot app and enter room code 6347083. And while you're all doing that, or just typing !trivia to get a direct link, I think we should all introduce ourselves and get acquainted to, and with, I should say,
Yes.
our camp counselors.
That's right, everyone. We brought in a bunch of camp counselors.
We sure did.
We have a number of them. They're going to join us right now. And we have
Yes.
some that we're definitely are going to be joining us later. I definitely secured enough counselors to run this camp. I definitely
You
did.
definitely did,
Which
including.
is why we're going to check in with them later. But these first ones, let's meet them.
Let's meet Chet Chesterfield.
Welcome, Chat. Chat, you're muted.
There you go, Chet.
Am I
Yeah.
on?
Yeah,
Oh,
you're
hi.
here, my guy.
Hey guys. Hey,
What's
guys.
up, Chet?
What's up, Chat? Welcome.
You know,
Welcome to camp.
Welcome to camp.
like loving everything at camp, and did you know, like, I was just like,
Hooray.
Thank you for the raid, Wiz World Live, who
Welcome.
rated us with 10 viewers. Thank
We're
you for
at
helping
camp.
hail me, Fluval,
Yes.
Grand Trivia Master of the Grand Aquarium Empire. We're about to get our trivia game underway, but for now we're meeting our camp counselors here at
Yes.
Camp Crystal Lake.
KRISTIE Lake. KRISTIE Lake. I'm Intern Kristie. It's KRISTIE
the last
Lake.
15 years, so I am an expert.
Okay.
Man, she's really boss, man.
Speaking of the boss man,
Yeah, speaking of boss
please
man,
welcome cool youth pastor Hex.
Welcome, cool youth pastor Hags. Welcome.
Hey guys, this is kind of embarrassing. I think I'm at the wrong camp.
The wrong camp. Well,
What do
first,
you mean?
We've
Your
got
lake
this
looks
room.
very
The room-
different from our lake. I noticed you said you're at KRISTIE Lake.
Yes,
Yes.
we're at Camp KRISTIE Lake. I was confused that we had a youth pastor be one of our counselors, but you'll work just fine. Look at you, all three-dimensional.
Well, I'm at Camp Crystal Light, sponsored by Kraft Heinz.
Oh,
It's where they develop all the experimental crystal light powders for drinks. I haven't drank real water in like a month.
That's good. I mean, like, consuming matter, awful, horrifying. You should be running solely on hate. But, yeah.
but I do like the sound of experimenting on humans. That sounds like a pretty good idea.
What
here's
kind of
the
fucked up
thing, at
fish are in that lake?
Oh, there's none. It's where they do the experimental flavoring. It's actually all just cantaloupe flavored.
Ew.
But there's no people here. The camp is actually for sheep. I'm not a religious youth pastor. I'm just young, and also I heard the sheep that they test the crystal light packets on.
Oh, you're more of a literal pastor, I see.
Literal pastor. I love that. You'll be perfect for herding the attendees of this camp, Camp KRISTIE Lake, where we do trivia.
What pasture are you at?
I'm a what now?
What pasture are you at?
What pasture?
What pasture are you at?
This is pasture 6.
Oh.
Oh, my camp only goes up to pasture.
Concord Grape is that way, and Pink Lemonade is that way at pasture 4.
Oh.
What's everyone's favorite experimental flavor? Mine is suffering.
But you know who I think might want to weigh in on this controversy?
Please.
Our next counselor, Sam P. Soundsler.
Welcome, Sam. Welcome.
Hey.
Hello. Welcome,
Welcome
to camp.
I see that you're by our cabins for our probably arriving very soon.
Yes, they better be here soon.
Attendees. Sam P. Soundsler, tell us, what's your deal?
And who are your guys?
Who are your guys?
Just the guys.
Oh, the guys.
The guys. What's your favorite experimental flavor?
Ennui.
Ennui. Oh my god.
Great choice.
We have a connoisseur here.
Oh, ooh la la.
Oh, ooh la la.
A sommelier of suffering.
A sommelier.
Oh my God,
Precisely.
Sam, don't drink weed.
Kahoot's got little guys?
It sure does. And here are all these little guys who have joined our game of trivia so far, including Camper Candy Corn, Caring Giraffe 18, Camp BC, A Goalie Mask, Jasper Tame 2, Stinky Pea Baby, Samp Soundsler, Jason X makes Jason 2 look like Jason 1.
Wait, which one of the Caring Giraffe
And
18?
Chet.
I'm gonna guess was the cum name
I'm gonna guess
that they removed.
yeah, that probably was the cum name, is Caring Giraffe 18.
I was gonna say that adding cute little guys that you could add put Kahoot above any other free trivia service. But they're still censoring the cum names, and I
But
cannot stand.
Unlike Crowdpurr, they add the points up correctly.
Believe it or not.
Believe it or not. And Token Queer Kid here as well, as a little brain with a monocle. Oh, look how sad they get when you mouse over them. They don't like it because you might kick them. Whoa. Unkillable. Well, we'll see about that.
Unkillable.
You Frankenstein mummy.
Yeah, those Frankenstein mummies.
And don't you worry, we're about to get our trivia game underway, but you can join even after trivia has started by going to this here link, kahoot.it, or using the Kahoot app, and entering this room code, which will be on the bottom of the screen. But with that, let's a Speedy Dragon 74, living up to their name, getting right in under the wire as we start our game of trivia. Here comes question number 1 at Camp KRISTIE Lake. In 3, a 2, a 1. Which of these slasher films is oldest? A Nightmare on Elm Street, Child's Play, Friday the 13th, or Halloween? Seen here is Knife Crab, the deadliest slasher of all.
Ooh. Let's get favorite slashers, though.
Yes, what are your
Cool youth
favorite slasher films?
Favorite slasher. Not necessarily film, but individual who slashes.
Oh, like that. Yeah, I see what you mean.
Yeah.
My favorite slasher is Slash.
Slash?
From Guns N' Roses.
From Guns N' Roses? I don't know who this human is. There's a human named Slash in Guns N' Roses?
Oh, yeah.
Murder me.
Slashing stuff in his off time. He slashes construction paper. He slashes popsicle sticks. He
Okay.
like child or two.
We got Norman Bates, Barry Manuel, or your Motel Swamp. Ooh, love it. Knife crab. Sideways unto
Knife
death.
crab's a great choice.
Motel swamp is lovely. Love that.
And
I think
we're gonna delve into a very special place to get this picture of Slash. That's right. It's time for. This is Slash.
Oh, okay. I recognize them now. I remember the hat.
That's hat.
That's the guy I was talking about earlier.
Yes.
It sure was, Chet.
That sure was.
It sure was.
Sam P. Slounsler. Who's your favorite slasher?
I like the Foxman.
The Foxman?
The Foxman, yeah. From
The Foxman.
Father's Day.
Yeah.
I don't get it.
No, that's a genuine
What-
answer.
That's an
What is the
actual
movie
answer.
from? No, show me. Show me this slasher. I must know them.
Father's Day.
What does Slash? Who does Slash also look like? Intern Kristie. Slash also looks to me like the pickup artist guy because all I see is the hat. He also looks like Howard Stern.
He does look like Howard Stern.
Slash in Slash fanfic. Love it. Great Slash.
I know who you mean, Sam. I'm trying to get the right picture.
Yeah, we gotta
of-
get to that Mind Palace. Home from work. Good. Now you can suffer for us.
Yeah, here we go.
NC-17 flash fic, Missy. Ooh.
Live from the Mind Palace. It's
yes.
the Foxman.
Oh, cool. Is that Robert Downey Jr.?
No.
I think
Okay.
it's Adam Brooks.
Lin-Manuel
Yeah.
Miranda.
I'm sorry.
It
What did
does also look like Lin-Manuel Miranda. With an eye
Look,
patch.
he's not throwing away his shot.
He is not. What a wonderful slasher. Thank you. What is that person from?
Did you not listen to Sam P. Soundsler's answer at
I
all?
was so confused. Tell me about this piece
It's
of
the
media.
Fuckman from the movie Father's Day.
What is the movie Father's Day that it has a slasher in it named Fuckman?
That's his last name.
Fluval, call on me. Fluval.
Chet, can you answer?
Oh, sorry, Chet. Yes.
It's from a studio called Troma, and it's very gory.
Yeah, it's a. Keep going.
There are also boobs.
It's about a serial killer who killed. That wasn't even the right person either. That was the person who wants revenge on the Fuckman.
Oh.
Yeah, I didn't want to derail the chart.
No, that's
30
okay.
years ago.
The
Got
Fuckman
it.
is a serial killer who targets fathers,
Oh, that's fun. I like that.
and that's why it's Father's
That's
Day. This is the
fun.
Fuckman.
Oh, I like that.
Lock up your fathers. That was a good answer.
Could be a different trauma flick. Yeah.
Yeah, this one came out in 2011, so I think it
Ooh.
was a different one.
The reverse of the snowman, where the father dies and comes back.
I just
to
can't
life.
believe no one called me on the fact that I tested you all by showing the wrong character.
Did we all pass your test with flying colors? Is that
No.
what that means? Oh no.
I didn't want to disagree with you.
Okay, now you passed.
Who is the daddy?
The
in
daddy
red
is the
glasses?
one I showed earlier who looked like Robert Downey Jr. and Lin-Manuel Miranda.
Wait, Fluval, you're my dad?
No. Ugh. I would never engage. Oh, that's disgusting. How dare you
No.
imply I would engage in third dimensional copulation? Chet.
Where were you at my 8th birthday party?
When was your 8th birthday party? Time's
No,
so
was it
weird.
8?
You were 8?
Well, at my 8th birthday party, I was?
I thought you just leapt fully formed from your parents' head like Athena.
Yep.
I'm not
That
like
is what I've been telling Fluval about how humans.
Things from the
happen.
void. That's not true. Chet distinctly implied it by saying I was his father.
Fluval, you want to have a catch?
Did you ask if I want to have a thatched roof cottage?
No, man. Let's play catch. I miss you,
Oh
Daddy.
no! Chet, you're gonna save that for the campers. We save that for the campers. Fluval does not have a live journal, but I do have a live journal. It's called Hail Fluval, but with like 2 X's before, but it's like a lowercase x and then a big X and then an underscore and then like the heart and then it says Hail Fluval and then another heart and then a big X. And
I was excluding myself from this narrative when I
Just
left
like you
earlier.
did for my 8th birthday party.
Where Fluval?
Where Fluval, where Lost. Cool Youth Pastor Hex, who's your favorite slasher?
Phil.
Phil, the creator of Everybody Loves Raymond?
No, Phil. He runs the slashing machine that harvests the wool from the cotton candy sheet.
A very practical answer from Cool Youth Pastor Hex.
He's a nice guy. He brought us a case of beers.
Ooh, nice
Oh.
guy. Sounds very nice. Just like the trivia question that we had all loved to know the answer to, Fluval.
I mean, it's Halloween.
It's Halloween.
Yeah, that's the answer, is Halloween.
Oh.
It was released in 1978 and helped kick off the slasher boom, which included 1988's Child's Play, 1980's Friday the 13th, and 1984's A Nightmare on Elm Street. Not to be confused with the Will Smith hit A Nightmare on My Street.
Ooh. Or Disturbia.
Yes, that's right. We're 20 minutes in and we've done a single question, Things from the Void. It's going to be a punchy one.
Cool Youth Pastor. Would you you pasture a bunch of sheep? So what would the equivalent of sitting backwards in a gaming chair be for these sheep? Like
Sitting backwards on a sheep.
shearing them? Oh, sitting backwards on a sheep.
Oh, backwards on a sheep.
You make sure you got to fold your arms real firmly on the ass.
Real firm on that ass.
That's right. Coming up after this is the cameo show with Things from the Void.
Yes.
So be sure to check that out at twitch.tv/sensitive artist types. We'll raid them after this show.
Now it all makes sense.
What's late for? Oh, you
Cameo
can.
returns.
Here you go. You can go to 634-7083. You can also, as always, type !trivia in the chat. But now let's see who got it right. Unkillable, living up to their name in first place. Look how happy they are. Token Queer Kid in second. Chet in third. Jason X makes Jaso in fourth. And a goalie mask.
Wait, would that be like Jason X makes Jason? Fuck. V
Jason
or
X
V
makes
I
Jason
I
12
I
look like Jason 11.
look like No, wouldn't it be the opposite? Because it's X.
I'm evil. I don't
does
care if it
Malcolm X-
lines up with what's on
What
your letterboxd
numbers?
intern cinematography.
What does Malcolm X make Jason look like?
What?
Yeah, what? What's your answer, Sam?
No, I'm just curious.
Oh, okay. The world may never know.
I mean,
world.
thought I brought a joke, but it's just this is reality. I'm just talking.
And this is why we brought you to be a camp counselor. That's right.
That's right.
Because the walls of reality are pretty thin here. We did lose a lot of campers last year, just through those gaps.
Cool.
Ah.
Yeah.
Cool Youth Pastor Hex. What do you think about the walls of reality?
Well, I have a confession, which I hear is a thing that other cool youth pastors like to talk about.
Oh.
Oh, pastors love confessions.
I may seem real intangible, but due to my lack of nutrition and hydration, I actually died like 6 months ago.
What?
Jesus Christ.
I know everybody was expecting me to die on stream because that's another thing that camp counselors do is they die.
They die a lot.
They're very good at dying and not
high
much else.
High turnover.
But I had a horrible off-screen death.
Oh no! I see what.
It's like the worst movie.
Wow.
Whoa!
I don't know. Goodbye.
Goodbye.
I can't believe cool youth pastor Hex traveled back in time and stopped their parents from getting together.
Wow.
Jesus Christ, they fucking killed that guy.
Yeah, that guy died. He was
Look
already
at that guy
dead.
is very dead. See?
I'm enjoying the suffering that you're feeling at watching the demise of another third dimensional being, though, here at Camp KRISTIE Lake.
And if you want to commemorate the death of Hex, go to alice.deals and buy this Camp KRISTIE Lake shirt and stylish Fluval mug.
He's waiting for Captain America.
He sure is.
That bench.
Dad, why did you kill that man? He just wanted to bring crystal light to the world, like Jesus.
Will I help resurrect him? No. No, I don't think I will.
Candy. Yes. Candy for all of you.
Candy
you
for all of
when
you.
someone dies.
And also, trivia question number 2, 25 minutes into the show for others. Here we go. With its waxy texture and cornstarch taste, candy corn was originally marketed as candy stones, chicken feed, witch's teeth, or the waxy bones of the damned. Pick your answers now.
I have never enjoyed this candy. Is this a candy that either of you have ever enjoyed?
Can I ask for clarification? Do you mean you've never had it or you never enjoyed having it?
I've never enjoyed having it. Ever.
I've never partaken.
Oh.
Yes. Or chicken feed, as we can see.
What's candy corn?
It's gross candy that was once marketed as chicken feed.
That's right.
In 1898, it was sold as chicken feed because prior to World War I, most Americans didn't see corn as human food, much like most people now don't see candy corn as human candy. Its distinctive taste was what inspired director David Lynch to use creamed corn as a symbol of human pain and suffering in Twin Peaks.
Oh, really?
Hey, Fluval,
What?
how did you know that?
I'm very smart.
No.
Oh, that's some slander. Who are you,
Yes.
Stephen Premmel?
No, that guy sounds hella hot, though.
I do too, potatoes
Right?
molasses. I really wish it was
Waxy
called the
damn
waxy bones of the damned. But that's instead what I call the leaderboard, where Jason X mixed Jaso is up in third, Unkillable in first, Token Queer Kid in second, Chet in fourth, and Samp Soundsler wearing a stylish cowboy hat in the game up into fifth place.
Slander.
Speaking of slander, why don't we go on to trivia question number 3? Here we go. Which of these holidays was suggested as an alternative to Halloween? Youth Honor Day,
Oh,
Kids Day USA, Reformation Day, or all of the above?
This is like HappyRogue.
And that was libel from the Argyle.
Slander and libel.
Slander. The correct answer is all of them, and we're going to take a closer look
What the
at
fuck?
all of these. But have you celebrated any of these holidays, counselors?
I sure fucking hope not. Yeah, they all sound like Indiana did it.
Just
Yeah.
Kids Day USA. That's the only one I've partaken in.
I mean, of course you have. Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah.
I celebrated
Oh,
this birthday when I put on my first purity ring.
Wow, that's pretty
Wow.
gross. Ew, yeah, purity,
I mean,
disgusting.
It does mean he's not having sex, which I'm all for.
That true.
Ooh.
Third dimensional beings and their physical forms. Ew, gross.
Ew, physical forms are disgusting.
Ew.
Just like the leaderboard, where Unkillable is still in first with 3 correct answers in a row. Token Queer Kid in second. Chet in third. Jason X makes Jason 11 look like Jason 9.
No, wouldn't it be?
in 4th, and Samp Soundsler in 5th. I agree, single walk run. I do love the Kahoot added heads to the leaderboard to make the scores heavier for intern Mike.
Yes.
To move around.
Always happy to see when Mike, who moves all of these names around, intern Mike,
Yes.
with his big gulp cup
Yes.
of margarita mix.
You might think these are just graphical
Moving
elements
these
that are light
around.
as a feather, but
Nope.
no. These are all physical objects.
Oh, they're so heavy. They're so heavy. He actually
So
had
heavy.
to put down the margarita mix.
One must imagine intern Mike happy
Mischief.
with his unending task. Anyway,
Or suffering.
here's Youth Honor Day. President Truman's scene here. The Senate Judiciary Committee under President Truman recommended Halloween be repurposed as Youth Honor Day in 1950, hoping that communities would celebrate and cultivate the moral fiber of children. The House was too busy with the Korean War to be bothered with this holiday.
Oh my.
Wait, children are
Wow.
high in fiber?
Yeah, children are high in fiber.
Yes. I do like how they were too busy with a war to do Youth Honor Day.
That sounds so 50s, right, bootleg Bart? As does Kids Day USA, but it was not from the 50s, as seen by the fact that graphic
Oh,
design is the
wow.
passion of somebody. Because Kids Day USA aims to replace the Halloween tradition that makes light of fear, death, and horror with a new holiday that celebrates the good things that unite Americans: freedom, liberty, and justice for all. Kids go door to door dressed in patriotic costumes. Adults signify their willingness to participate by painting pumpkins with Liberty bells and apple pies and hanging an American flag outside.
I do remember collecting 100 pennies for Afghan children.
Oh, you
That
do?
Yeah, that was a high point of the season.
I mean, this is a patriotic holiday for kids.
Collect 100 pennies.
Yeah.
When was this put out, and why did they want you to gather exactly 100 pennies, a single dollar?
All they need. The exchange rate's crazy right now.
When do you think this was?
I think that this was the 1990s.
I think this was October 31st.
Could be.
Well, it's definitely not the 1990s, considering it prominently mentions that 9/11 has happened already.
Oh, goodness. That's
Outta here.
why we're only raising $1.
Yeah.
That's why we are thinking about those children in particular.
It was 2004, I believe.
Ooh.
It was early 2000s for sure.
Wow.
But God bless the children and say, it's a day when kids say goodies for kids instead of trick or treat.
What the fuck?
A day when kids are
Wait,
taught they are the future of this country and that adults everywhere in this great land care about them.
This is God's Halloween?
Well, no. God's Halloween is Reformation Day,
Oh, gosh.
which celebrates the Protestant Reformation. Brad Winstead, director of Children's Ministry International, suggests Christians throw a party at church where all dress as characters from the Reformation. He is dressed up as John Calvin, Martin Luther, a peasant, and even John Tetzel, the salesman of all those infamous indulgences.
Ooh.
Because in
We should-
1517, what was that, Chet?
He should dress up like all those children from the Children's Crusades. You know, the ones that...
What about everyone at the Crusade of the Faint-Hearted who just sort of showed up and was like, yep, those other earlier people actually did fight a war. Goodbye.
Yep. War definitely happened here.
War
Goodbye.
happened here.
Farewell.
Okay, well, I also did it.
Avita Singh.
Goodbye. Anyway, yeah, so this was because the Protestant Reformation's 95 Theses were
Yeah,
hanged.
you go door to door and you nail theses on their door.
That's right. A lot of property damage, almost as much as Halloween night itself.
And a lot of theses left around on the ground.
Speaking of... No, that's not a
Kids.
segue. What?
Pick up your priests.
Speaking of 100 pennies,
Yeah?
I don't know. I was suggesting an alternate.
Speaking of 100 pennies and an odd exchange rate, let's go back to the 1980s
but at
for
the
this
chain
next
of nine.
question. In E.T. the Extraterrestrial, E.T. meets a character in which Star Wars costume? Chewbacca, C-3PO, Darth Vader, or Yoda? Scene here is a reenactment of the mural from the Universal City Walk Hollywood parking structure.
Yes. Bikini
No, there's a
Land.
witch on the screen. Wait, there it is. There it goes. There's
You
a
might
fucking
think-
witch.
You might think it's a witch, but what if I told you it was a child and an alien that was slowly dying?
Those two things make a witch.
9 of you got it right. The correct answer is Yoda. We even hear a fragment of Yoda's theme when the kid in the costume appears. E.T. immediately takes a liking to Yoda and tries to follow him, but E.T.'s human companions keep him going in the other direction. And of course, the Phantom Menace taught us the secret origin of E.T.'s fondness for the Yoda costume when we learned that E.T. was a senator in the Senate of the Galactic Republic.
Yes, he knew
Wait.
Yoda.
Wait.
He was like, "Oh my god, I know that guy."
Hey, you, Yoda! Hey, save me! This kid is not pulling his weight.
Was that actually E.T. or just a different, like, maybe it was a different E.T.?
So
Like E.T.'s dad.
it could be E.T.'s dad. Excuse me, E.T. was my father's name.
Well, so technically the name
me
was
T.
Senator Greblepes, which is Spielberg backwards.
Senator Greeblix was my father's name. Call me E.T.
Yes, and they're actually Asogians is the species. As Wikipedia tells us, Asogians were paddle-footed, large-eyed sentients indigenous to Proto-Asogi. So I guess we just know where E.T.'s from.
Yo, I
Throughout the whole film, E.T.
Ahsoka right now.
I'm sorry, what?
What's up?
What's up? Let's hear from Sam P.
Let's hear from
first.
Sam P. Soundsler first.
So throughout the whole film, E.T. They just basically name him outsider, like
Yes.
you're not from here,
Yeah.
Yes.
and just refer to him like that throughout the whole film.
Yeah,
Yes.
pretty much.
Yes.
Wow.
And then they let him die.
Yeah.
And then he shows that he can bring himself back to life by sucking the life force of other beings, which was a very frightening concept for young intern Kristie. She was like, "Oh my god, that creature is condemned to a life where it must murder in order to live."
So they're not from here.
They're not from
they're
here.
from, again, the Galactic Senate, which, as you can see here, they're just naked in the Senate building. Naked in the middle of the Senate.
naked in the middle of the Senate. I love it.
Fluval, are you naked?
Fluval, are you naked?
Nah.
Nah.
Well, I can see your gills. Like, where's
Is
your...
that the naked part of a fish, the gills?
Yeah, what? See, I'm not naked. I've been wearing this hat this whole time.
See, it's the camp counselor uniform.
Yeah, me and Sam P. Soundsler match.
Chet, you're not on it.
I'm so sorry. Dad,
You should be.
get me back.
You should be almost as sorry
Got
as the three people who got this wrong. Let's find out who got it right on the leaderboard. Unkillable's streak has ended as Token Queer Kid takes first, Chet in third. Jason X makes Jason 9 look like Jason 11. And
yeah. Why would
fourth.
they look like 11?
What?
Why does it go from 9 to 11? Shouldn't it go Jason X makes Jason 9 look like Jason 8, look like Jason 7, look like... Isn't that
What?
the progression?
No,
Am
it's
I
Cars
wrong?
3 makes cars. What?
I'm
was
sorry,
that about
intern
Jason
Kristie has been
Statham?
misunderstanding this joke from the beginning.
Yeah, math portion of this quiz.
It's Cars 3. I mean, no, you're right. No, it's Cars 2 makes Cars 3 look like Cars 1.
What about Jason Statham?
Okay.
What about Jason Statham?
Yeah, that was my question.
Great
Right?
question. Great question. What does Jason Statham look like? Let's go around. What does Jason Statham look like? Sam P. Soundsler.
Jason Sixth.
Great. Chat, what does Jason Statham look like?
Jason
Potatoes.
Statham.
Oh, there's your answer.
Boil
It's
them, mash 'em,
potatoes.
stick them in a stew.
Jason Statham is a 7-foot tall, shining being of light.
Shining. Okay.
Thank you, Chet, for that answer.
Isn't Jason Statham, doesn't he kind of look like bald Woody
Woody Harrelson looks like bald Woody Harrelson.
Doesn't bald, but is that not
This is what
Jason
Jason Statham looks like.
Oh, I see. Like Yoda in E.T.
Like Yoda in E.T.
Chat, huge Crank fan.
Way more like a testicle than I thought.
Way more like a testicle.
Speaking of round objects, let's go to our next question. Before jack-o'-lanterns were carved from pumpkins, they were carved from which of these vegetables? You know, butternut squash, potatoes, turnips, the ghastly haunted onion, or the dark horse right-in answer, the testicle.
The testicle?
What do you think? Oh, jeez. Well, yeah, it's turnips.
Thank you, Blackadder, too. Thank you. Woody Harrelson, too, makes Woody Harrelson bald look like Woody Harrelson Kingpin.
Because, yeah, originating in Ireland, people would hollow out turnips and place a lump of coal in it as a type of lantern and set it at their door as a guide for a poor soul named Jack of the Lantern. This person was said to have tricked the devil twice, once by asking him to turn into a coin, then placing said devil coin into his pocket with a cross, effectively trapping said devil, and a second time by asking the devil to climb a tall tree and carving a cross into his trunk once again. Trapping the devil. Upon his death, Jack was far too evil to be allowed into heaven, but was also banned from hell due to violating the devil's terms of service twice. All he was allowed was a single coal to light his way through the twilight world between the living and the dying, which he placed in a turnip. In fact, he's the latest host of the Grand Aquarium Empire's new season of Survivor, the twilight world between living and dying.
That's also what will happen to you if you violate Twitter's new terms of service.
You know, it's almost like maybe some of these questions were on last year's Halloween episodes. Go walk around.
Yeah, devil coins do feel like something that would happen.
They sure
being sent
do.
From us.
But I'm hearing we actually have to check in with one of the counselors here at Camp KRISTIE Lake. Let's hear from them now.
Annabelle? Hi, Counselor Jamie. Have you seen a little girl? She ran away from the group and into these caves.
She did?
Annabelle?
Annabelle?
We can't lose another kid, you know? No, that's the last time. Annabelle, is that you singing? Hello? What's that?
Ooh,
wow.
Oh my. Oh.
We already lost a counselor.
Oh, okay.
Yes. What was that?
But Fluval, do you think that we can count those caves underneath the camp in the square footage of the camp? Like if we were to rent it on Airbnb or something?
Oh, I think so. I mean, clearly they can go down there. They may not leave, but they can get down there.
Yeah.
It's like a roach motel.
Counts.
What, Chet?
Anything under the house counts.
Exactly, Chet.
Yes.
Anything under the house counts.
It's true.
But yes, the Argyle never go towards the sound of the green orbs splashing around.
Boblins. Did Counselor Jamie send that as an Insta story based on the vertical video? Yes, we have been checking in with our counselors via Instagram, mainly because they have also adopted that terms of service thing about sending you to the land between living and dying.
They sure have. And now we're sending you to the leaderboard, where not much has changed because so many of you got it right. So why don't we see if there's a little bit more chaos?
I was so proud.
You should have been. And speaking of pride, Who should have been proud of their work directing Tim Burton's Nightmare Before Christmas? Is that Henry Selleck, Nick Park, Tim Burton, or Will Vinton? Lock your answers
about this one.
in. Who directed
Think really carefully about this
Tim
one.
Burton's Nightmare Before Christmas?
Think about
One of you fell for my trap.
yeah.
It's Henry Selleck, who also directed Coraline,
Yes.
James and the Giant Peach, and Wendell and the Wild.
Fluval.
Wendell
and Wild.
Fluval.
Yes, Chet.
We teach people to read at my camp.
Thank you.
Do you need to learn how to read?
Fluval more just sort of ingests information.
I just vibe and know things.
Yeah, we wouldn't really call it read.
Yeah, I don't really read. Like, I know that Burton produced the film, and it was inspired by one of his poems, but he did not direct it.
Nor did he do any of the designs.
No. When asked about Burton's involvement, Henry Selleck has said, quote, "It's as though he, Burton, laid the egg and I sat on it and hatched it. He wasn't involved in a hands-on way, but his hand is in it. It was my job to make it look like a Tim Burton film, which is not so different from my own films. And, quote, I don't want to take away from Tim, but he was not in San Francisco when we made it. He came up 5 times over 2 years and spent no more than 8 or 10 days in total. I do grok."
Yes, Fluval groks.
Fluval groks. Let's grok the leaderboard.
I've not heard of Wendell Gone Wild. What's that one about?
Yeah, what's Wendell Gone Wild?
It's Wendell and Wild.
Wendell and Wild.
Which is a 2022 film about 2 scheming demons who strike a deal with a punk rock loving teen so they can leave the underworld and live out their dreams in the land of the living. So very topically related. And it's a screenplay by Henry Selleck and Jordan Peele.
Oh, cool.
Based on an unpublished book by Henry Selleck and Clay McLeod Chapman, produced by Henry Selleck, Ellen Goldsmith Vane, Jordan Peele, and Wynn Rosenfeld, and starring Keegan-Michael Key, Jordan Peele, Angela Bassett, Lyric Ross, and Ving Rhames, with cinematography by Peter Sorg, edited by Mandy Hutchings and Jason Hooper, music by Bruno Coulet. Production companies are Netflix Animation, Monkey Paws Productions, and the Gotham Group. And it runs 105 minutes. And releases today on Netflix.
Oh, wow. Really?
Yeah, released on October 28th, 2022. So today in your dimensions.
Wow.
Many parts of your dimension, not all of your dimension, to be clear. What with your time zones? Are you talking about Senator Glupshido?
No, this is Senator Noah Bamav. Do you get it? Fluval?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, no, I got it.
I felt really, really proud of myself.
It's very good. I was wondering if it was also the name of a real senator in the Star Wars universe, but no. But you know, this actually came up earlier in the chat. The next question, that is. So why don't we get to it? Here we go. It's a multi-select. The night before Halloween is known by many names, including Cabbage Night, Devil's Night, Goosey Night, or Mischief Night. Choose all the real answers. And don't choose the ones that aren't real.
What
They're
other
real. I can
vegetable?
see them. They're real. They're right there.
Well, in this
I
case,
think
you're right.
that-
They're all real, but
I think that
your reasoning
Camp
was flawed.
Counselor Sam is actually the arbiter of reality in this space. Are they right there? Is it real?
Many things are real.
What happens on Goosey Night?
we're going to go through all these nights.
Smoking
I believe
pumpkin.
Goosey Night happens after Duck Night and Duck Night.
And don't worry about 40-year-old Goosey Night as well, where you travel 40 years to the past. But they're all real. New Englanders started calling October 30th Cabbage Night because in the 1800s, youths would dig up cabbages and throw them at houses. In Detroit, they call it Devil's Night, and some in the 1980s took it literally and commemorated it by setting buildings on fire. In New Jersey, it was known as Goosey Night and featured chaos like throwing rocks at moving trains and tossing park benches into the Passaic River.
Wow.
And in Philly and New Jersey, it's called Mischief Night, and it is a time for pranking, which in the 1700s meant pulling up fence posts, tipping over carts, or greasing doorknobs.
Wow.
Sure is potatoes molasses. It sure is. And yes,
That
you
just
were
sounds
wrong.
like property damage.
They're all property damage. Yeah, that's the thing that unifies all these knights. Precisely. Now let's see who answered quickest, even if it shakes up our rankings. Oh, it sure does. Token Queer Kid holding on to first place. But Jason X makes Jason 9 look like Jason 8 in second place. Unkillable in third. Chet in fourth. A goalie mask in fifth. 3 players have aced every question so far.
My God.
Probably Token Queer Kid, Jason X, and Unkillable.
Good job.
Good job. Why don't we now go to the spooky question? Question 8. Halloween Horror Nights regularly features film icons like Michael Myers. But in 2000, Universal introduced which character as the first original icon for Halloween Horror Nights? Jack the Clown, Jack the Reaper, Jeff the Killer, or the Babadook? Where is Beautiful City? Why was Beautiful City here for a Back to the Future the Ride question 8 last time and not for this one?
I'm so excited for the Jeff the Killer Halloween Horror Night.
And we have video of the correct answer after this. Please let Podcast the Ride background chatter guide me. Do either of you know this answer, counselors?
I picked Jeff.
Oh, Jeff.
Babadook?
I'm sorry, you were both incorrect. The correct answer is Jack the Clown, who also functions as the unofficial face of the event. He's a murderous clown who was betrayed and murdered by his partner, and then his body was stuffed in a Jack-in-the-Box. Jack the Reaper is the Spirit Halloween mascot, and Jeff the Killer is iconic creepypasta, and the Babadook, of course, is a queer icon. After we look at the leaderboard, we're going to look at a video featuring Jack the Clown. I can't even remember.
We just can't get away from Jeff the Killer. It's because it should have been Jeff the Killer.
Jeff the Killer is an overrated creepypasta.
And should be heading a Halloween Horror Night.
Killing the competition up to third place, clawing his way up there.
You down with the clown?
You are down with the clown. We're all down with the clown now.
Oh my.
Flashing lights because it was, in fact, from the 2000s.
Oh my.
Hello there. It's me, Jack.
Jesus Christ.
Did you? Well, I'm here to tell you all about Halloween Horror Nights. Press release, smash release. It's all about me. You think you know
He
me?
does look like Clown
You
from the
don't
Spawn
know Jack!
movie.
Look the crusty hair.
I'm bringing
Right?
the Carnival of Carnage.
I like the Sith eyes that he has. You can't. Yeah, Sith eyes and crusty hair.
September 28th.
Did anyone else expect that voice?
Terrifying trio to make sure you have a bloody good time. Recognize these guys.
He sounds like he's trying very hard to not do Mark Hamill's The Joker.
Yeah.
He's like, I have an original clown voice.
More haunted houses, more shows, and more nights than ever before.
Is this shirt
Are
supposed
you
to
ready
look
to
like
witness the
hair?
carnival? Then take a chance.
I don't think it's supposed to look like body hair.
But it does.
But it does.
Or maybe a
Like
few
the grimy old
parts.
prospectors.
See, look at those Sith eyes.
Yeah.
Those are very specifically Sith eyes.
Yeah.
This is the Sith Lord we've been looking for.
Yes.
Is that Shaggy Tudor or is that Violent J?
I just love that they named him Jack so that he could say that you don't know Jack. I just think that's really bold.
You don't know Jack.
Ooh.
He's
No,
not
pop
David
culture,
Pumpkins.
no.
Jack, I know him. He's
You know
right
Jack.
there.
I mean, this is Jack. This is from 2012, by the way, this video.
Hey, go
no-
fight on now.
He's no David Pumpkins.
No David S. Pumpkins, and I have so many questions.
Yeah, Jackbox Games gonna sue.
Jackbox Games is gonna sue
Ice new local podcast.
Sith. Oh gosh. Sith eyes.
Sith eyes.
It does look like it was made in the 90s. HappyRogue 10. What with all the camera angles? Also, just the vibe.
Yeah, huge 90s vibes.
Well, Jack did originate in the year 2000, so like basically the 90s.
That was the first Jack.
Yes, the original Jack. Original recipe, Jack the Clown.
Well, let's throw
There's
some
more than
candy
one
for
Jack?
him.
What about Jack? Chet?
There's more than one?
Jack is Legion.
Jack is Legion.
And you know, Jason has actually come up a lot this week. So why don't we go to question number 9, the penultimate question of our game. In the Friday the 13th series, Camp Crystal Lake is located in which state? California, New Jersey, Pennsylvania, or Vermont? Do either of you know the answer to this question?
I think
And I think I heard a studio cat.
it's New Jersey.
Why?
Because, like,
Well, you're right, but why did you think that?
because the best crystal meth is by the lake.
I mean, that reasoning seems sound, I suppose. You did get it right. What? Oh, What did you misclick, the Argyle?
Wow. Suffering. Suffering.
It's the
Combo
first one Things from the Void got wrong, too.
Yes.
The answer is, of course, New Jersey, specifically in the fictional town of Crystal Lake. It was also filmed in New Jersey at Camp No Bibosco in Hardwick, New Jersey. No Bibosco is derived from North Bergen Boy Scouts
I hate everything
and
about
is the
that.
longest continuously operating Boy Scout camp in the U.S. Camp No Bibosco is now open for Friday the 13th themed tours outside of the usual summer camp season.
I feel like if you say Nobi Bosco like at the camp 3 times,
No
like
Bibosco.
a ghost-like counselor is going to appear,
And it'll be such a
defeat
daring
you.
departure from the original.
Nobi Bosco is my favorite light beer.
Oh, great light beer. Oh my god.
Isn't Nobby Bosco when everyone tries to write a book really quickly?
Exactly, yeah. What a month it is. Anyway, for you asking, Hardwick is a 48-minute drive from Boonton, New Jersey.
Bhutan.
Boonton, New Jersey. Well, let's go to our leaderboard, which is also a 48-minute ride from Boonton, New Jersey, where Chet is in second, unkillable. Back in third with 3 answers correct in a row. Jason X makes Jason 9 look like Jason 8 in fourth. A goalie mask in fifth, but Token Queer Kid holding on to the leaderboard. NaNoWriMo is right around the corner. That's right. It's almost time for November, in your dimension at least. But now, that means we only have one more question,
One more
left
question.
in our game. Let's get to it. Here we go. The final question. Question number 10. A double points question. A statue of Jason Voorhees is chained to the bottom of which of these lakes? Arizona's Lake Pleasant, Nevada's Lake Mead, New Jersey's Best Lake, or Washington's Lake Jason?
This is it. This
This
is how LG
I
wins.
win.
LG thinks they're gonna win.
We'll
They
see
think
if
they're
they
gonna
do.
win. We'll see if they do.
Chet, can you repeat that?
Chet did not realize this was not a multi-select.
No. It is not a multi-select. The correct answer is Arizona's Lake Pleasant.
This is how one BBBR falls off the leaderboard.
This is Jason in Lake Pleasant.
Fuck yes. Jesse.
And of course, it's also in the bottom of the Louise Mine Pit. And the Louise Mine Pit, Jason, was installed in 2013.
Ooh.
And the creator of the Jason that's down there wants to add Iron Maiden's mascot Eddie and also other fellow horror icon Freddy Krueger to the bottom of the pit.
I love that. Very cool.
Very cool. Yes, you did. Last year on Halloween Earth. But Chet, what do you think
We're
of these
gonna do the
shocking...
question. We're gonna do it every single year until Jason is free.
Chet, what do you think of these shocking revelations?
I think that I don't know what to think just yet. Everything is just, how do you even see those Jasons and those Freddy's Krueger in the mine? Someone tell me.
What do you think you see them with?
What do you think, Sam?
Yeah, it's a good question.
It is a good question.
Fluval, Dad.
What?
Did you
I'm
hear
not
that?
your father.
Dad, did you hear that?
What?
Something's happening.
What's happening to you?
Daddy, I'm scared.
I'm not your father.
I need you to hold me.
I don't have arms.
Use your flippers then, Dad. What's happening? What?
Oh my.
Oh.
Going?
Yes, investigate, Chet. Chet, investigate what's happening.
Yeah.
You guys, are you guys seeing this? There's no. Oh my God! What is that? Get me out of there! Get me out
Oh my God. Chet, is that you holding the computer?
Chet, are you there?
Chet.
What? What's happening? What's happening? Oh my God! Oh my God!
Is he okay?
I think
Their
we just
signal-
saw Chet get murdered.
Their signal just cut out. I think Chet is... Is Chet no more?
I think Chet is no more. Wow, we're really running through these counselors.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
Hold
should
on a
have
sec.
showered. Oh, okay.
Okay.
What do you mean you're inside the house?
What?
What? Oh my God! The
We
call
just
is coming
lost.
from inside the house. We lost another camp counselor.
We lost both of our camp counselors. We lost Sam. We lost Chet. Of course, we lost Youth Pastor Hex earlier in the stream.
And we lost that other counselor in the mine.
And we lost Camp Counselor Jammy in the mines as well. What's that noise? Let me go. I have to go investigate.
Okay.
Watch these ads from our corporate sponsors as I'm gone.
Knives, knives, knives. We have everything for your slashing needs.
I'm not a professional announcer.
Don't just think about it. Power, fame, glory. You know you want it. You know you can't do it alone. Call from the privacy of your own lair. Patrons on your plane are waiting for your call. Archfey, fiends, celestials. We've got it all. Call now and you'll be connected to a patron who would love to hear from you. Not a recorded message. A real patron who wants you in their service. Call now. Just one soul a call. For warlocks only. Call 1-900-PATRON for me.
Has this ever happened to you? You're out in the woods slashing down some horny teens and, oh no, a final girl survived.
Hi there, everyone. It's me, the rightful host of this show, Fluvarp. Hi, everybody. I'm back. Yeah.
What's happening?
Yeah. Remember, positive vibes only.
Positive. Oh my God.
Yeah. Positive vibes
You
only.
missed this creature. I don't recognize this
You
creature.
don't recognize me,
How could
Kristie?
you known? Why are you you calling me that name?
How
Gross.
do you not recognize
Ew.
me?
I'm Intern Kristie. Gross.
What? But it's me, Fluvarp. I got your card and I appreciated it. I've been stuck here at Camp Crystal Lake since last Halloween. Oh, what a great sound you made,
Slender!
Missy.
No, it's Slender!
You made a wonderful sound. Thank you for following us. Rimey is sus. You know what? I don't think you're sus at all. I think you're a wonderful person, just trying your best. I've been stuck here a whole year after that cursed tape.
The vibe is
The
super
vibe
off.
is never off when Fluvarps. Wait. It's my old theme song.
Oh my god. I know where I've heard that before. This evening. This very evening.
I hear something in the bathrooms. Don't go anywhere. I'll be right back.
Hey, Kristie, Camp Counselor Andy reporting in. I'm just checking the showers after lights out. I think we had 2 campers who snuck out from separate cabins and were going to meet in the showers. You know how these preteens are. Honestly, I'm just kind of worried about them because all the things that have been happening. Hello? Hey, you guys! What the?
Fluvarp, I condemn you to the darkest hell imaginable. Hosting a third-dimensional late-night talk show. You will endure pointless patter. You will learn how third-dimensional beings balance work and family. You will be banned from that one restaurant James Corden was banned from. Now be gone. Get out of my sight. Ain't I a stinker? That's right, I have finally banished that villainous Fluvarp and his positive vibes off of this station, away to go host the Late Late Show, or maybe even Up Late with Fluvarp. Enjoy the 3 a.m. hours, sucker.
Thank God that you're back, people. I'm so glad that you're back. I'm so glad that you banished that Fluvarp creature.
Sir, curse your slander, Stephen Premmel. Premmel! I bet Fluvarp liked that. Ugh, disgusting.
Yes, wonderful Fluvarp.
Yes.
I'm so glad that you're back. I guess that other fish was the one who killed all of our camp counselors.
That's right. The telltale hum of the green orbs splashing around was the obvious clue.
Yes.
It was hiding in plain sight. Did you solve the answer at home?
Did ya?
You did? Wow, you're so smart. For a lowly third-dimensional being.
But let's see who won our trivia game.
Yes, let's see who won our trivia game, and then let's also go up to the station. Back. So wonderful to be back in the
so nice
station
to be
where we
home.
belong.
Oh my God.
Anyway, your leaderboard, your podium starts now. In third place, it's Unkillable. In second place, it's Token Queer Kid. And in first place, the answer is Chet. Congratulations, Chet.
Congratulations, Chet.
If you're who I think you are, we have your address. And so interns...
And if you're that counselor, you're dead, so...
Yes, if you're... Don't worry, we
perfect.
can send things to the afterlife.
Oh, that's good.
We have the power. And speaking of our glorious power, let's deal with this planet once and for all. Camp Crystal Lake maybe no more, but you can still get your own Camp Crystal Lake shirt by going to alice.deals, or you can also pick up your great Fluval mug. And be sure to check out Missed Calls of the Former Randoms Wednesdays on this very channel at 10 p.m. Eastern, 7 p.m. Pacific, and Mary Houlihan's Painting Party Thursdays at 9 p.m. Eastern, 6 p.m. Pacific. where if you caught the most recent episode, intern Forrest and Emily guest hosted. I could swim in that river Styx. I would give devil coins and put them on people's eyes. Stew in their souls.
Would you suck up the coins and spit them back out?
Of course, but I would certainly not consume or eat them.
No, certainly not.
But be sure to join us next week for another special episode of Grand Trivia.
And make sure to stay up because you're all going to be guessing cameo prizes.
Yes, be sure to stay up and watch Things from the Voids, the cameo show, which we'll raid as soon as we end this episode. And yes, don't forget to wear your BIM marks or Fluval will ticket your planet. But don't you worry, we'll see you next week. We have your coordinates.
Fluval.